Hello there, and welcome to either the 102nd podcast episode of the David Morgan Brown Experience, or welcome to the second episode of the nightmare era of the David Morgan Brown Nightmare. Oh boy, what a great year it's been already. I can't believe we're getting to halfway. We're getting to halfway there. I mean, what am I going to do in the next month and 14 days before we get to the middle of the year, which is the end of June, I presume. I don't know, man. My math is getting real bad now. Like today I was looking at the time was 1:12 and I had to add 25 minutes to it. So I was like, 1:28. It took me a while to realize where I'd gone wrong. And I'm like, oh God, it's happening. I'm getting older. Like I've passed my peak and it's already a pretty low bloody peak. But anyway, well, you know what's good about me though? It's that I'm a bloody clairvoyant, it seems. I just know. Oh God, my fucking nose. Well, I guess I've had a lot of time recently to think about things and ruminate on this bombard world we live in. But I was thinking the other night, whenever, I just started thinking, just randomly, amongst like, oh, why'd she leave me? I started thinking like, GTA6, man, that's coming. Like, I guess I must have been thinking, oh, it's nearly the middle of the year. Oh, wow, like another, like when it's nearly the end of the year, when it's November, so 6 months from now, there'll be a new GTA 6. And I was like, they haven't released like another trailer, just the one. There's been nothing else officially released about the game. And I was like, maybe they'll delay it by like a year. I thought it would be a year, but I'm just thinking things in my head. I'm like, whatever. And then what do you know, huh? What do you fucking know, you goddamn motherfuckers? You see it. Like, they posted that announcement. They're like, oh, we need to work on it a little bit longer. Coming out next year now in May. This is May 26, 2026. GTA 6 will be unsixed. Unsheathed. Oh, god damn it. This is bullshit. It's just like, well, I don't know if this happened with GTA 5, but like, for them to like spend an extra 6 months like trying to make sure they really do create the best thing ever, what a load of bullshit, man. They should be releasing it 6 months early. Fuck you. And you know what? The 26th, that's after my birthday. How am I supposed to get my parents to buy me one before my birthday if it's coming out after my birthday? So yeah, this year's birthday's coming up. Whoop-de-doo. Well, what am I supposed to do about that? So yeah, how about that? So either this is a coincidence, for the world is filled with them, because the world is filled with mostly just circumstances and happenings, and a lot of them are put forward into motion, into action, by people with the intention of it actually occurring to what they want it to do, you know? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I've really been doing too much Lexapro this year. Oh no, my brain's fizzled. Yeah, there's a lot of coincidences that happen in the world, but I look at them more because I have a pattern-seeking brain. I'm a neural typical monkey. Ooh. I can look you in the eye as I'm clawing out your face. Yeah, alright, so GTA 6. Well, I guess that gives me another 6 months to like save up to, I mean, I guess I got the money if I want to not eat for a second, to buy, I guess, a PS5 and the game. So what, that's going to be 500, that's not so much. 500 and something dollars to spend to buy the best thing ever created. Oh man, I wish I had it now. I need it now. I need to start playing old games, you know, like the old GTA games. You know what confuses me? What do? Do I download, like buy the original GTA games? Because I don't want to get the Definite trilogy, right? Because that was a pile of shit that just got heaped onto the internet. Everyone was like, cringe, and buggy, and it's stylistically like not merely just a technological update, like graphical update. Like, oh, some of the graphics are, more defined, there's more detail, and the physics are more, like, defined, have more detail, I guess. But no, like, they straight up change, like, just the, like, atmosphere. Like, that kind of, in San Andreas, they have, like, that kind of brown... I don't mean the skin color, I mean that brown in the atmosphere. You know that in the game, right? They kind of took that out. Anyway, don't take that out, but I want the game to be like the newer GTA games. Like in, what do you call it when like you drive around in like an old game like San Andreas and you have like, buildings that are kind of in the distance, but then they start to appear. And you notice that when you fly around in a helicopter, like, it's no big deal. But, like, the first time I took a helicopter up in GTA 4, I was like, wow, like, there's nothing, like, appearing and disappearing. There's not, like, a whole bunch of clouds and smog that's, like, obscuring Silent Hill-esque, all the buildings and everything. No, you, like, see them all. That was cool. And I want that to, I want that kind of, detail and, like, kind of competency from the game, but I obviously don't want it to be fucked up like the definite version. So what do? Download the original games and get a bunch of mods for them to make them look like GTA 5. But I don't want the graphics to be too good. I want to, I think that's all I really want. I want to get in a helicopter and not have things like appear. What's that called? Anti-aliasing? I don't know. Is it? I don't know. I don't play video games, so I'm a little lost on like all the kind of terms for this and that of like making a game and God damn it. I'm going to be dead by May 26th next year, this year even as well. Like, how am I going to play this goddamn game? Oh well, I'll play it in hell. So another thing, just on the topic of like, me just being a clairvoyant and a mind reader and everything and an omniscient god, because I keep coming up with all these conspiracy theories and they turn out to be correct, so there you go. But I was driving around today and it's kind of like, I wouldn't say peak hour traffic, but there's fucking traffic and I was getting really pissed off and just everyone's just, I'm out of traffic lights and I'm trying to turn and then turn again real quick and I'm like, and it's not a big deal. It's just that it takes a long time because people just drive so slow. Especially on an arrow light. People are like, oh, arrow light. Oh, it's turned green. Oh, the car in front of me has started to move and it's going through it. Oh, yes, I shall do the same thing. I will take my foot off the brake. Then I will quickly apply it to the gas. Not too quickly. Oh, my God. Is everyone a fucking L-plater forever? Just fucking learn to drive a car. How hard is it to do that? Fucking hell. Anyway, I was thinking all this, and I literally said out loud to myself, I hate everyone, and I hate the roads. Fuck all this. It's not true. I don't hate everyone. Someone let me in, so they're alright. Someone else let me in, and they're alright, I guess. I'm just like, oh, God, like, am I allowed to turn here? It looks illegal, and there's a cop car there, and anyway. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, whatever. I wouldn't be talking about any of this, but, like, then I like pulled up into this spot and then I could like see where I was just driving by where the arrow light was. And I look over and I see like people out their cars. And I'm like, what's going on? Maybe they're just homeless. And I guess there appeared to be a fender bender. A gender fender bender. Oh no, I'm cancelled. Yeah. I assume because there were two cars next to each other. The front one had its emergency lights on, and there's two like people outside. Just like, oh, you hit me. Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, man. See, it's horseshit to like get so fucked up in your own head about something, and it makes you angry. And then as you drive away, you're like, oh no, why am I so angry? Just calm down. It's fine, people aren't that cunty. But then you turn around, you look at it, and you're like, oh, that could have been me. Fuck, that could have been me. And it wouldn't have been me hitting the car in front because, well, look, I've never done that before. Knock on wood, though. It's a visual joke, knocking on my erection. I've never done... I don't think I've ever crashed into someone. Nah. So fuck you. So this just goes to show that all this stuff about like, oh, don't get so upset. No, you should get upset because these things are real. And nah, I guess you shouldn't, because what the fuck are you supposed to do? Like, you're gonna get angry. Someone backs into the back of you, and it's like they're just like, oh fuck you. I don't know. Anyway, on to the good old movie talk. Oh man, I'm not gonna be talking so much about any new movies coming out, maybe. I'm just thinking, like, but there have been some movies that have come out recently, and I went to the cinemas to watch them, or I didn't, because I'm noticing, and I guess this has been going on for like 20 years now, really, but yeah, like, you have a film out in the cinemas, like, at least, you know, it's not like a indie cinema that I'm going to, really, like a Reading Cinemas complex, so... But these movies are really only out for a week. They're out for a week, and then like the second week, they've only got like these like later showings, and they're like gold class. So a ticket, the cheapest ticket is $12 for me. So, but then I was like, oh, there's like a movie. I think it was Mickey 17. So it was like only playing in the gold class cinema, and I'm like, oh well, maybe I'll spend a bit more money. Why not, you know? Get a glass of wine, you know? I don't know, man. Maybe I'll just, you know, spend a bit of money or whatever. And I saw how much a ticket is, and it's like $31. I'm like, yo, fuck off. Do you get a glass of wine? Do you get a bottle of wine with that? Man, I'm not paying that. Even if I was a billionaire, I'd still be wondering, like, why do I have to spend that much money? Fuck that. Anyway, still haven't seen the movie. So, and then I noticed this happen again with Warfare and Sinners. So those are the two movies I wanted to check out. But then I waited over a week, and I'm like, oh no, now they got like... I also want to go to afternoon showings so that there's not, you know, kids running around in an MA-rated film, you know. But I don't have that luxury anymore because I got to spend $31 if I want the non-babysitter screening of Sinners. So I guess that would have been worth the money, actually. I guess $31 is worth the money to go see Sinners in an afternoon screening. And you only have people over the age of 15 in an MA 15 plus screening of a movie. But anyway, so I went to see those films in the evening, like late. Past my bedtime. And look, I really just don't have much to say about these movies. They're okay. All I can think is just that I watched Silence of the Lambs again recently, and I was watching it like, Kino! Wow, what a great film. No wonder this film stands up. No, I find that film problematic or whatever. So anyway, yeah, I was watching that movie again for like the 5th time, and you know, just still a great movie. It's not like, oh yeah, this is great, but like I've seen it too many times, I'm starting to get sick of it. You know, that can happen with movies. But I think if you watch a movie every 3 years, maybe. I think that's how it's been with, or maybe even longer. I don't know, anyway, fuck yourself. So I watched that movie, and I'm just kind of thinking, that might have been just before I went to see these two movies, the night before, and I'm just like, oh man, there's a little something missing. It's like, on top of like, you know, I don't know, a great score. I guess a lot of people saying Sinners has a great score. I mean, it's a little invisible. I know the movie is all about music and everything, but like, I remember the music in it. I just don't remember a score happening. And yeah, I'm sure it wasn't that great. Because I think your 2-time Oscar winner musical composer isn't the greatest. And that's why he's got his Oscars. Like, I can't remember anything from Oppenheimer. I don't remember anything from Black Panther. These are Oscar-winning scores right here. Even The Brutalist, I remember the... or whatever. Yeah, that was cool. It's a good score. Anyway, it probably will get an Oscar nomination. Or not, I don't know. Everyone will probably forget about this film by October. But anyway, like, I do think Sinners was okay. I just didn't find there to be anything particularly interesting or exciting happening as they bring together this whole big bash in the barn. And I was just getting impatient. Like, this is a film that's over 2 hours long, and like, go fuck yourself. Silence of the Lambs might be a pinch over 2 hours. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I mean, this is like 130 something minutes, and it does feel that way. And even there's just this whole thing in my head where I'm just like, where are the white people? I mean, where are the vampires? Where are the... I know there's supposed to be a thing happening, and yeah, it was kind of making me lose my patience. Like, not so much when you have all the cool stuff like that big long shot, whoa, which like burns down the barn and everything. That has like, somewhat vague thematic weight behind it. Ties into the story in a mythical way, I suppose. But yeah, it's a bit stop and start with like, okay, like it feels like the conflict occurs at, I don't know, the 90-minute mark or something. Like it almost feels like a whole film's gone by, and it's like now we're getting things going. And even when they're in the barn, it's like there's two brothers. No, I mean they're brother and they're cousins, but they're played by the same actor. And one of them goes off and he's like, fucking this chick, and it's like, yeah. While everyone else is dancing. And I'm watching that, and I'm like, and the vampires like still haven't come in. It's like, oh god. And then like the other brother starts fucking this other chick, and they still haven't come in. I'm like, oh my god, you're doing like the same thing twice now, and it's still not. Obviously, the second fucking scene ended a bit differently than the others. I don't know, man. And I'm really just trying to find something even just, I don't know, noteworthy and interesting about such a movie. Because what, like, oh, it's about black people? Whoa, amazing. I mean, a Jim Crow era film, and it's, yeah, mostly black people. I mean, there are white people here and there, and they're mostly evil. Or whatever. I don't know. The film is like quite a jumble, and it's jumbled like up in my head. I don't mean like in terms of plot points and everything. It's all very simple to to understand, but I'm kind of tying in any thematic things going on, historical. We get that feeling, and also the way everyone's banging on about the movie, you get that feeling, I suppose. But like from the beginning, there is that feeling that there is something very ambitious here with the film, but I'm not really clearly seeing it. And maybe it is meant to be vague, so that there can be like different interpretations. But then again, I don't even know what exactly I'm trying to be interpreting. But like, look, okay, well, just looking at the film, just like face value, as I say, it's okay. It's just nothing hugely new to me. It feels like Killers of the Flower Moon to begin with. Then it just turns into like, barn stomping, kind of. It kind of feels like, all right, here's where I do my racist joke. I got a real great racist joke here for it. It's cocked, it's loaded, it's ready, it's pointed at your face. Here we go. This film, Sinners, it's kind of like near darky. All right, there we go. Thank you very much. I'm here all week. Remember to tip your waitress tonight. Oh, how dare you? Oh, this is a classic movie, and you... Yeah. It's a joke about the word. The word is the same as a racist term. Oh, man. Let's get into some racial slurs at the end of the podcast here. I'm just trying to think, like... I'm just saying, like, it's just an okay movie. Like, I really am not hugely enamored, like, even with like the technical craft of it all, because like I saw, well, there's one Facebook friend of mine in particular who was just banging on about this movie. He's a real film enthusiast. He's the guy who bought the Criterion Collection. Every fucking film that comes out on the Criterion Collection, he'll buy it if it's like me taking a dump a compilation of that for 90 minutes, and that ends up on Criterion, which it will a couple of months from now. He'll buy it and be like, "Oh, this is Kino! What a great movie!" Oh no, but then again, he hasn't actually seen it because he keeps them in the shrink wrapped. Anyway, yeah, he was banging on about it, being like, "Oh my god, it's the only film in IMAX." I think it's the only one shot entirely in IMAX or whatever. I don't know. He's like, "Oh my god, it's amazing! Wow, the cinematography, blah blah blah." Cinematography on this film, I'm not just singing my parents' bed about it or anything. And whatever. Like, I didn't see this film in IMAX, so go fuck your dad. But I just felt, I don't know, it looks okay to begin with, I suppose. But then when we get to the barn kind of part of the movie, which is like the whole last third of the movie, there's a lot of like candlelight lighting in the barn. I don't think they have electricity in there. I don't know. No, they do. Well, either way, it's just a lot of orange lighting, and it's like somewhat full, not entirely. There's a little bit of shadow, but like, and it doesn't look too great. It's just orange. It's just, black people in an orange light, and it's kind of just that for like a large part of the last third of the movie. There's no real shots that like really intrigue me or anything. And then like with Silence of the Lambs, like that's such an interesting way to shoot a movie. They've done it like with these POV shots, and it doesn't feel obtrusive at all. It doesn't feel strange, except maybe like the first time it happens. Like, they're talking right at me, huh? But then, I don't know, I guess you get used to it very quickly, especially when it's Hannibal himself, like talking like right into the camera. And then like there are parts where he's trying to get what he wants, and all he wants is like backstory from Clarice. And when he's getting it from her and when she's giving it, the camera just starts zooming in. It goes through the cell bars right in his face. The way he's pointing his face, it looks demonic. And that whole film is quite theatrical at times with things here and there. And that's just the film's vibe. I think that's fine. But like, there's something intriguing with like how the camera operates, and it's not like, it makes you focus in on how Hannibal is reacting to what Clarice tells him about the screaming of the lambs and all that sort of thing. But in this film, I noticed like there's shots of like the vampires outside, and they're trying to get in, and then one of them's telling the main black guy, telling him about their plan. It's like, yeah, this is not their plan, but their whole worldview, ethos in the vampire world, and it's like just like shot reverse shot, and it's not just of one character. It's just like him with like one other guy, and then when it goes back to like one of the cousin characters, it's him and then two other people, and they're like, "Oh no, you can't come in." It's not you could have been a bit more inventive. You could have done something just a little, with like a little more flair, like. Silence of the Lambs is like a pretty, like, that's I would say even a big example, but just something simpler. Like the camera doesn't have to go right in on their face, but something, I don't know exactly what, but like, and there's like this big moment where the vampires are going on about how they want to all like live together, but like it appears that they're bullshitting. They're probably just lying, and they're trying to goad these people out of the barn and whatever. I don't know. I don't know how it would look for me right now with me thinking about how to do it. But I would just make it, and it's like the exact opposite of that like whole Hannibal Lecter thing, because that's like a point of view shot, and it's like right in on his face. And in this film, during these shots I'm thinking about, the camera is like on quite an angle. It's not like right on his face, even if he's not looking at the camera, but it is like getting closer to his face, and that would make sense because you're looking at him and you're like, you're trying to like ascertain as well from this guy, like, what's this vampire on about? Like, is it going to be nice going out and just being turned into a vampire, or is there something fucked up he's not telling me about? Because we know we can't trust these guys because they've already tried to fuck with us before. Like, that would have been interesting. Let me fucking direct the movie. But instead, you have like a shot that's like a medium shot, like of just like his chest up, and he's like, yeah, come with us, you know. So it's just, I don't know, man. And there's definitely directorial flourishes here and there. Obviously, the barn burning sequence and everything it's amazing. Well, not really. You watch it and you're like, oh yeah, it's cool, but then again, I just feel like, you know, just with certain things in films, I shouldn't mention Sinners specifically because, hey, it's an original thing. It's an original thing, I guess, but the whole thing about, like, you know, oh, it's shot in IMAX, it's just like, oh, you have to have great technology to have a great thing, and this is really proving, like, it doesn't make the cinematography good, man. It really doesn't. I feel like I don't want to shit on the film too much. I shouldn't even really be talking about it that much, because that's just about all I got to say, other than it has a fucking mid-credit sequence and then another one. It's like, come on, dude. This movie's gone on for long enough. They don't really add too much. Well, maybe the mid-credits scene is like, oh, that's cool, I guess. Yeah. So there's that, and there's, like, I got nothing to say about Warfare. Just like, whatever. I guess this is the last Alex Garland movie, and it's just like a filmed war scenario. But I don't particularly believe that Alex Garland nor his this co-director have any kind of knack for like really staging an exciting action war scene. I don't know how it is that this film ends up being different from something like Black Hawk Down or whatever, but it just, or The Hurt Locker or whatever, but there's just no real, it's just such an upright movie. It's just like about the event, and that is it. And I don't know, just not really getting a whole lot out of it. You might as well just watch actual war footage. I mean, there are documentaries where you can watch that, and it's kind of messed up because you're watching real deaths and everything. But yeah, anyway, not heaps pleased about it. But everyone is, oh wow, look, he's got 88% on Rotten Tomatoes. Great. Oh yeah, and I don't know if I enjoyed Sinners as much as like the 4-year-old kid that was in my cinema screening with me. Anyway, like a whole bunch of people like came in. It's like a kid, and I'm honestly like, I don't know if that's your kid or your younger brother. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he wasn't pissing me off too much. Like, I didn't hear him talk that much. He did start using his phone at one point, and it was like pointed at me, and I'm like, fuck off, all you. So yeah, I fucked up. I went to the babysitter's screening version of Sinners screening. I should have known because it was at 9 p.m. Oh man. Yeah, I hope that 4-year-old, like, I hope he got fucked up by that film, but just remembers it for like his whole life. I hope he thinks like, oh man, that fucking film with like the black guys and the and the vampires and that shit was freaky. Like, and I saw him walk in with like his family as they were playing a trailer for 28 years later, and I was like, oh, this is a freaky trailer. Well, here's the kid, you know, this is how you're gonna fucking babysit. So alrighty. Oh, but what is pissing me off now is, like, this has happened to me with 2 motherfucking movies in a row. Like, with the classification of a film, you have like MMA, whatever, and like what's in the movie, like coarse language, violence, this and that, drug use, sex scenes. There's not woke, ooh, unwoke humor, crude humor, whatever. And I, you know, don't really care about any of that. Like, I'm an adult. I've been an adult for many, many years, man, and I don't need to, you know, like ask my parents for permission to watch this. Oh, look, I know it's got a bit of violence, but I'm sure it's not that bad, and all that. But like, still, like, I don't know, when you watch a movie, sometimes, well, if you're streaming it, it does come up with like a thing that says this, like coarse language, violence, or whatever. The problem that I have is that these are fucking spoilers. These are spoilers. These are legitimately spoilers. So I saw a film recently. I might mention it. I'm obviously not going to say the fucking title because I've got to talk about the spoiler that's in it. But anyway, this new movie, I quite liked it. Some other critics didn't, but I liked it. I actually might like it even more the more I think about it, even though there's some moments in it where you're like, there's like 5 minutes of like characterization or character backstory, and you're like, we don't need this. We don't need, just take it out. Like, you don't need more. Like, this film already felt like it was on a kind of minimalistic sort of path, so just keep it that way. But anyway, it still did well. But now I'm not going to say what it is. Anyway, this film that I saw at a critic screening, I saw the classification there, and it said suicide scene. I'm like, huh. And then you watch the movie. This fucking suicide happens in like the last minute. The last minute of the film. If you start watching the film knowing there's a suicide, you might be able to guess who it is. Like, maybe... Oh, I shouldn't... No spoilers for this film, whatever it is. You might be able to guess. You may be wrong. Either way, you're sitting there like, where's the suicide? Where's it gonna be? Oh. So that's pretty annoying. That's like... Legitimately, to me, it's not fucking ruining the film, but like, why even, like, it's already MA, like, why do I need, like, what's with this, why is there like this sensation in the culture that like suicidal people are pussies? They're like, oh, I need to know if I'm gonna be triggered, if there's suicide scenes. People who are like suicidal, like when they watch a film with suicide in it, they probably like laugh. It's like, yeah, that's how it is. And other people who like never like have any ideation about it, like, oh my god, he shot himself. Oh, it's so sad in the film. Oh, I can't believe he got run over by a train. He jumped in front of a train and held his own dog. What an arsehole. Spoiler for a different film. Anyway. Yeah, that pissed me off. And then I saw it in another movie where it said suicide scenes. I'm like, oh, great, so there's more than one. This was The Iron Claw. I mean, based on a true story, so no spoilers, I guess. But, yeah, I saw that, and I'm like, oh. And then, like, every second scene was a suicide scene. I'm like, Jesus. They kept pumping out brothers just so they could kill themselves. Oh, what a sad story. So sad that they even took out one of the brothers from the film and his own suicide at, like, 23 or something. Because I was like, just, it's too much. Fuck, bummer, dude. Anyway, yeah, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. That in particular, I don't know about like drug use, violence, coarse language. These sorts of things I wouldn't say are spoilers. Like maybe a sex scene, I suppose, rape scene, high impact sexual violence. As they call it, that would be a bloody spoilerino for me before I watch a movie. So don't tell me if there's going to be a rape scene in it, or otherwise I'm like, oh great, well, you just rape me with spoilers. It's bullshit. And I fucking hate how this Australian classification, like ever since 2005, they had like the new what do you call them, classification stickers, you know, that like are on every bloody DVD. It's just like, it takes up like the whole bottom corner and it just says like MA or whatever. And it genuinely just fucks up the cover of the Blu-ray or DVD. You know, it just really shits it. Honestly, like you can't have this on the side of the fucking box or the back or just a little thing saying coarse language and suicide scene and all that. Oh man, like... Because I'm a little bit... I like to, you know, look at my DVD. I like to look. I've got some DVDs with cool, like, front covers and everything, but then you have this fucking, big chunky ass, you know, classification box, and it's massive. Sometimes it's smaller, but most times it's huge, and that it just says violence. That's it. And there's just a huge, like, white space. You know how I feel about white spaces, and... You know, this is the sort of thing most people don't give a fuck about because they sold their Blu-ray collection or whatever. But for anyone in Australia that like has and still buys DVDs and Blu-rays and has a collection, we are all pissed off. There's no one that isn't even bothered by this. Like, oh, that's okay. No, everyone hates it. It's a bothersome, bullshitty thing. Well, look, I've been trying to like do good in this year. I seem to succeed every third day. Every third day, I'm like, all right, tomorrow I'm really gonna get it done, and then the next day I just stay in bed all night. So I'm trying to cut out like this thing and that thing from my life, you know. And then, hey, one of them did it for me. 4chan went down recently, and I was like, oh no. I thought it was just like shitty Australian internet or whatever. But no, 4chan truly did go down. RIP 4chan, and now welcome back. I didn't even know it came back up. I was like, is it back? Oh, I guess I heard like it was starting to, and then I looked, and I'm like, oh my god, it's back. It may be back, but I really shouldn't go back there because, it's just, what I hate, like, is in particular, like, the TV and music board. I see the same opinion about a TV show or movie or whatever over and over, and I start to feel like that's my opinion as well, and I haven't even fucking seen the TV show or whatever. I've not even seen 2 frames of it to like rub against each other to create motion and the art of cinema. Haven't even seen that amount of it yet, and I'm already like, oh, this show's probably bullshit, man. But if I do happen to see a film or TV show, well, let's say a film, like before it comes out, I go to a critic screening, and then people will start shitting on 4chan about it, like, dude, it's woke. And I'm like, what? No, it's not. It's got some black people in it, you know. Like Sinners, like, to go back to that film real quick, that's a fucking film that can, like, I like that it's somewhat vague. It's not like, you know, a film that's just, like, got, you know, we need to be better, you need to be better. That kind of social justice bullcrap in a movie, just to sort of, it doesn't feel like it's, like, putting it in like these big relevant themes about race and whatever, like just to artificially inflate it. It certainly feels all genuine, but it does still feel like a film, not to the fault of the film at all, definitely not, but it feels like people have left wing and right wing like swung one way or the other with like high praise, like just saying that this film is about everything, or that this film is just like a pile of like woke shit and white people are just evil. Like that's that's it and whatever. Yeah, it can go either way. So anyway, 4chan, I should probably stop. No, I just need to stop using 5chan. I mean Facebook. I need to stop using Facebook because I really do think Facebook has become more right-wing than 4chan, which I don't know why, because I guess it's because I just keep rage-clicking on, like, right-wing-ish shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is this, you know? Yeah, there is a situation that occurred recently on good old right-wing Facebook where people are praising that woman who called is he 5 years old? Well, she called a kid a nigger. You can't call a 5-year-old a nigger. How dare you? You can't be using that word against the kid in a hateful way against his race. What the? How dare you? That's such a horrible thing to do. To say. Yeah, I don't know. Like, this might be a bit of a hot take, but I'm not heaps keen on having a 5-year-old kid get called a nigger, and he might be autistic. I guess that makes it worse. You know, unless he's acting like one. No, that's the thing. Not even. I'm gonna get in so much trouble now. Obviously I'm in trouble because I said the forbidden word. But like, people are saying like, you know what? People are saying, now I can say what I want because it's not me saying. People are saying things like, I forget. They're saying like, this is why you don't relax. Just to fill you in, around blacks never relax is like the t-shirt slogan. Another one was like, oh, it's fatigue. That's the word. Driver fatigue. Oh, police are now targeting racial fatigue. Oh, now you've been saying the N-word too much on your social medias. You need to stop. Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, if you want to get into all of that, the wider issue and everything, fine. Because I saw black people had the same opinion. Yeah. I really, like, you'd see some comments from people being like, yeah, fuck that kid and whatever. I saw one comment from a black guy, so it's okay if I say the same thing as he did, but he said, he's probably AI anyway, but, he's like, yeah, this is how it be around black people. I don't know, he was just saying like he understands the fatigue, and then he was saying like, oh, but I wouldn't say this in front of a kid. Well, this is what everyone's praising. I almost called him an N-word. This is what everyone's praising, and this is really whack, man. This isn't cool. This isn't good, to have like just like a whole area of Facebook now be like, you know what, like just this white bitch just getting right up in a black kid's face and just point right into his fucking... I don't know if that happened. I don't know. I haven't even seen the video. It's probably just a bunch of bullshit, and like maybe the black guy's being the aggressor and you don't know because they don't say outside of what was filmed, and then when you see what they said on their own Facebook profile page that no one's talking about, you see that they were actually trying to lure the dog away from them using like dog biscuits, and this person isn't even like walking around with a dog. Like, why do they have dog biscuits, and why are they trying to lure them away, and why is this like antagonism like on your Facebook comments like just prior to... Anyway, I'm talking about a different situation that got blown up in a retarded way, but anyway, man, yeah, man, I'm not down with the whole like racial slur towards a kid. I'm not in this bloody circle, okay? If this was an 18-year-old, I don't give a fuck. And whatever. I just wish it wouldn't even become a big thing. And you know what? And now this woman has $500,000 because she's like getting kicked out of her house or whatever. I don't know. Some kind of bullshit. It's amazing, like, as I keep saying, it feels like the culture is one person being a hypocrite over and over. It's many, many different people, but I'm just saying, it has seemed, especially from the right-wingers, they were like, don't be a simp, don't give women money, you can get porn for free. I mean, don't look at porn and you will be a better man, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so they don't even want to look at porn and whatever. Don't give money to, don't be a simp, and yet you have this now. I don't want to, like, color this situation like she called a kid a nigger and now she got $500,000. There's a little in-between thing there, but about her whole situation, getting doxxed and whatever. Man, I just don't care. It's just like, it's just retarded. It's just like, everyone's a child in this situation. Like, everyone is a child. Like, why even get bothered? Like, this is what happens when I use Facebook. I see like a fucked up story like this and I'm like, ugh. And then everyone is just, and I can't even get the image of like this woman and her kid, but like Studio Ghibli AI'd. Like, oh man, and now, I'm not down with this either. I'm not down with using AI to create memes. Just like, have a little, it's just gay. That's all it is. It's just, I don't know. I feel like there's just, unless like there is a joke about it being an anime, but if it's just anime for its own sake, and in particular being about this situation with this particular fucking angle being pushed behind it, yeah, it's just, I don't know, it looks lame. There's something lame about it. There's something lame about like having like a fully detailed image that's just meant to be a ha-ha meme. Because it's not like watching a Studio Ghibli film or watching a really good AI meme. No, looking at like the film, you're just sitting there watching it, and it's just in motion, haha. But like but if you're just scrolling past that meme like real quick, like it just looks like a murky brown gross sludge of color, as you're scrolling by. Even if you stop scrolling slightly to look at it and go, haha, fuck that kid, and then you keep going, it's still just, I don't know. I want less color. Now I'm the racist on my Facebook feed, or I want nothing because I don't want to look at it. Yeah, like when I scroll down, I just want to see just stick men just being like, oh, praise N-word lady. Yeah, so I don't like that. So yeah, I guess I got to go back to 4chan then. I really am just gonna go back to 4. I'm just gonna go to GIF. That's all I'm doing. I just want to look at a little bit of porn. A little bit of people dying, and just not given to rage bait at all. You know what, man? It'd be funny if like they were like, oh, that video was AI generated, and all that money went to anyway, we gotta go now. Oh man. Yeah, jeez. I just don't know who are the guys out there in the world today that are just giving money to like, Hawk Tour Girl and this bitch and, like, and then you're like, oh no, I lost my money. I guess in the situation with her and a Bitcoin, but like, what do you expect these days, man? What the fuck do you expect? Just don't. Just don't. So yeah, just touching on that, so I can say that word. I can be like, oh look, I said it, but no, I'm on the fence. Oh, I'm not on the fence. I'm on the side of the black kid and whatever. And then I saw the dad. I did see a quick video of the dad, and I looked at him and I'm like, he's not a. Just kind of feeling. I don't know. Maybe the kid is, I don't know. No. Now what the fuck is like? Think things through. Like, if you call a kid a nigger like his whole life, what's he gonna do when he gets to 18? Like, oh geez, I guess that's not good. I'm gonna straighten up and get a much less paying job than a criminal enterprise that a lot of my homies are trying to get into, and I will, basically straighten up and fly right and not engage in gang warfare or crime and try to have like a nice good life and try to be nice to all these people that called me a fucking nigger my whole life. Is that how it's gonna be? Is that how I'm supposed to be? Or maybe I'm just gonna fuck you up even more. But no, this is the solution to racism. Because racists... It's funny how much racists don't do anything to stop racism. Like, if you hate it, why don't you try and stop it? It seems like you're like aggravating it and encouraging it. This is a nice woke like way to end the pod today. That sounds like the start of a joke. I would say it on stage. People are like, yeah, man, you're fucking right. Yeah, oh right, that's right. And then maybe I can like, that's what I think, but then I twist it and then I go, yeah, and then I say the N-word on stage and then, oh, I'd never do that. I don't even say it on my podcast because what? Like, oh, I'm going to get beaten up by white people after the show. I don't know, man. Anyway, I'm in all this trouble and I don't care anymore. But do you think I care? Anyway, that was everything on my Christmas list. Good night. Farewell. Take care. Oh, wait, no, I was going to mention one more thing. Fuck, this is getting kind of long. Look, I don't even know what this is. Just a quick word on, because everything that Trump's been doing lately, I'm like, huh? What's a tariff? Duh. And everything he's doing, like, means nothing to me. But now he has a tariff on film industry shit. Hang on, let me just quickly bring it up. And now I'm like, oh, this is like something that I'm aware of, and I will be in it. Fuck, I'm trying to even look at what it is. Anyway, it doesn't sound too great to me, which I think is what most people are saying, but it's strange, like, this whole tweet, maybe we shouldn't be getting into it all and whatever, and yeah, I'm not. I really shouldn't get into it because I don't know as much. But so it's a tariff on any and all movies coming into the country that are produced in foreign lands. So like, but like this mentality is that it's coming from because like movie industry in America is dying because other countries are offering incentives to draw filmmakers and studios away from Hollywood. And that's why they're being devastated in Hollywood. Which I'm down with. Like wherever the money is, that's where you go. Yeah, Australia's done this before with like, I think continues to with having like some sort of quota on having Australian talent be in your movie. But what I'm thinking is, I mean, is there really that many American filmmakers, like in general, just leaving the United States to film elsewhere? And if they're filming elsewhere as a whole thing, because like that's like a location that you just want to film in. Is it like, even if it's produced in that kind of way on a foreign land? Anyway, I should have ended this podcast, but like, but but I thought the mentality from Trump would have been something like, everyone's moving away from American movies. Yeah, because Hollywood is just making woke shit, and that's all they want to produce. And if you want to get an unwoke movie made, you got to get financing from other countries. Like that's literally how I think about how I'm gonna maneuver my way. I'm gonna try and like get enough attention so that I could get a fund from like local government, but then there's gonna be all this like stipulations that you need to put in, creative stipulations, like, well, you need to have this actor now, and you know how to make sure you have these DEI quotas and blah blah blah, which is at the detriment of your vision and of the talent. You just want to be able to get whoever you want, you know. I thought that would have been the angle that Trump is going for. So if it's less... Anyway, whatever, this is all retarded. Who would have thought this sounds like a bad idea? I can't, it's just like sinners. Like, I don't even know how to get, like, work my mind around this. Because, like, the first part of this Trump tweet, you think he's going to say, from now on, let's just make more movies, American productions in America, rather than like, I made a movie in Spain because I live in Spain and it was a Spanish production. The film's doing quite well, and now we've been picked up for distribution in America. Now you need 100% tariff, but it's just another foreign movie. Yeah, it sounds like this is like a real big shit on foreign movies. I mean, this is what it is. A big shit on foreign movies that are already struggling. Like, what's the big deal? I don't even see how this is going to take away from jobs in America. This is, I guess, Trump's whole thing with all sorts of industries is like having it be in America, made in America. But there is going to be issues, especially with a film where we're dealing with, like, with a film that's like, it's a commodity, I guess. It's a production, like a banana or whatever. But then again, like, it is different because it's intellectual property, I guess. Like, it's something that can be, like, it's digital property, I should say. Like, you know, it doesn't really have a tangible thing other than the hard drive it's on or whatever. Or a DVD disc or, yeah, whatever. Yeah, and this whole thing with, he's saying we want movies made in America again. It's already happening. Unless you were like, no more, like if someone was making a movie in America, but then they were like, but we want like outside workers from Mexico and Salvador. Because they're such, this guy's a great like lens puller. And you're not allowed to have that. You have to have 100% American workers. Fuck my brain. But that's also shitty because, you know, again, this is putting that would be putting pressure on the like creative stipulations and so on. So I mean, geez, I mean, if you're making a movie outside of America, you better go into America and make it there, so that you don't have to deal with this tariff. Anyway, it sounds like a bunch of bullshit. I'll see it when I see it, but yeah, I'm really getting in the habit of like not getting mad or happy about anything until it happens. I need shit to... you can get excited about something that's coming up, but you're getting excited about something that's coming up. You're not like, it's not there and now it's happening and now you're getting excited. Anyway, I'm getting excited to fucking finish this podcast right now.